early, and I just finished my second run. I'm getting ready for another 10K. So my daughter finished her last day in a state school in England yesterday. She's my oldest daughter, Ella Nona. You know her as Ella Nona. I call her Ella. She uses her middle name with her friends. But we're gonna be running. I'm gonna run another 10K. So I did my first 10K. Gosh, just a few months ago, not too long before my gallbladder surgery, and it was the Stratford upon Avon 10K, and I kind of fell in love with it. Here's where I'm at right now. Is that not just gorgeous? I've got Rosie with me. She's got on her high vis, and then check this thing out. I feel like I'm Iron Woman. Look at that, y'all. I'll tell you what the UK has taught me. I will never move back to America and not run or ride horses without high vis. We're not very good at high vis in America, I've decided. Like, honestly, when I first moved here, they're like, I was riding horses and they're like, hey, oh, thank you for the likes, everybody. Thank you. They're like, hey, put on your high vis. And I was like, high vis, what is that? Of course, I think in America, isn't it funny when you've lived in England? So I've lived in England a little bit over a year, and I'm starting to forget like some American terms, but we would not say high vis. We would say, I don't even know what we'd say because we don't wear it. So Jordan's laughing at me. I'm laughing at me. Do y'all want to see the back of this? And can y'all not talk to me? Let's see. I'm not used to YouTube ones. I typically do or I'm not used to YouTube lives. I typically do TikTok, which I'll switch over to in a minute. I've got over 36,000 followers, so I try to check into both. But this is where I'm headed. And y'all, I need a YouTube camera so bad because the iPhone is not holding up. But I thought you'd like to see where I'm at. So this is just down the road from my house, and it's just beautiful. I'm up early. My youngest daughter spent the night with a friend, and she's going to have breakfast with Santa at a pub. I'm going to go meet a friend. And then my favorite pet shop is called Bridge Street Pets in Wellsbourne. They're having this event with mulled wine for free. Hello, that's all I need to know. I fell in love with mulled wine in Alaska. And they have freaking reindeer, which I haven't seen reindeer since Alaska. So we're going. We're going. And then my sister-in-law gets here today, y'all. She's the best. I don't think she'll be on camera a lot. She's not one of those. But she's so cool. She and I were actually roommates for like 2 years, 2 or 3 years before I married Jordan. And she's just super cool. She's kind of the opposite of me, but that's probably why we get along. She's very sporty, very athletic, like naturally athletic. I have to work to be athletic unless it's on a horse. Hey, AZ, thanks for being here. Thanks for saying hi. I haven't done a lot of YouTube lives. I don't really know what I'm doing on YouTube lives, as you can probably tell. I'm just not figuring out. You all can say hi to me. Hi. I was gonna switch over to TikTok, but if y'all are gonna start talking to me, then I'll stay on because this is fun. um, Thanks for coming to the channel, Jordan. It's really funny because we're learning TikTok if you've been with us, and we really need to upgrade our equipment. I filmed a video for you all yesterday. I'm planning to get it posted by Sunday because of where we live. Are you seeing this? Oh, everyone's saying hi. Hi, Mark from London. Hey, Alexandra. Are you doing the typical hiya, you okay? And I'm just supposed to say I'm good because I've learned that one. I'm great. And I'm not going to ask anything else. If you're in England, you'll get that joke. How's your day been? It's been great. It's been great because I'm at my happiest when I just get out of bed and exercise. I'm not a nice person in the mornings. Who else is not a nice person in the mornings? Let's be honest on here. I'm not. So but if I get up, I used to be a spin person. So I went to a spin gym in Arkansas, freaking loved it. That was my favorite thing. Then I moved to Alaska to the middle of nowhere, and I had a Peloton, and I thought like, oh, this is going to be great. Oh, great, you're from England. Awesome. Thank you for being here to support me, everyone. Really, I really appreciate it. This is kind of my first YouTube live, and I'm a bit nervous. So help me out, everybody. If you want to see like more of where I'm at, we're in Bishop's Itchington. We're in the West Midlands. Now, I'm gonna give you British or UKers, and I'd say that with niceness, the ability to correct me here because I need to Google this. I was thinking I live in the West Midlands, but I feel like someone mentioned I'm not. The reason being, I moved from Wellsbourne, which is definitely in the West Midlands, and then we moved to Bishop's Itchington, which in American terms, I mean, we're talking that's like 20 minutes away. But I think maybe. Oh, thank you for liking and subscribing. I really appreciate it. UK too, awesome. I've heard Bishop's Itchington might not be in the West Midlands. Does anyone want to Google that for me? In the meantime, you can see where I'm at. Tons of farms. No one's on the road this early on a Saturday morning. I actually have to hurry and hop in the shower because we're having breakfast with Santa and we're going to see reindeer. Do I like the UK? I love the UK. I'm not going back to America, especially with Trump in office. I actually have a ton of British blood in me, and I have British cousins that are alive today. I can go visit them. I love it here. My family's struggling a bit. Um, just adjusting, and I just had to pull my daughter out for honestly, physical harassment and hate crimes that had gone on for ages at her state school, and that's hugely disappointing. Oh, good. I'm glad you liked the live stream. Thank you. Thank you so much. Um, and that's devastating. I actually teared up on my TikTok live yesterday, which was not planned, but I didn't realize I needed to grieve that because, like, look, if you homeschool your kids, I'm so impressed with you. I'm so impressed with you. By the way, here's where I'm at. Isn't it gorgeous? I just can't get over this. Every time I'm out, I'm just like, this is the prettiest place I've ever seen in my life. In England, you had to pull her out of school. What's happening to her? Yes, in England, I did. So her last day was yesterday, and it breaks my heart. So she was surrounded by a group of kids in the gymnasium and kicked over and over and over to where it bruised her spine. And then she was slapped multiple times. And then on the daily, she was barricade. We're talking about 12-year-olds, by the way, which blows my mind. Now, bullying can happen anywhere. I'm not picking on the UK, just to be clear. The stuff definitely happens in America. Okay, definitely does. Uh, but as in bullying and everything. But she was barricaded in the halls. She told me every day. Like it's like once she finally told me, because Ella's a fighter, but once she finally told me and I started digging in, um, it was horrible. I mean, I literally was having nightmares. I couldn't sleep. And this was when I was in the hospital, but they were barricading her in the halls and like slapping her and cussing her out for being an American and a Christian. So those are hate crimes, which a lot of people here, you all can go to, or you have something called offset. You know this. Yeah, Ian, I know. I know. I feel like the sad thing is I kind of failed as a parent. I feel like maybe I should have. I don't think I failed as a parent. I think I'm being hard on myself. But what sucks is we're dealing with 10 to 15 bullies and they're in school. And my daughter had to be pulled out of school. And I'm not trying to be like, oh, my daughter's amazing. She's a sassy 12-year-old right now and super great 12-year-old. But were the kids Muslim by chance? We have problems with religious Islamic bullies in the UK because we tend to be atheists in general now. Um, Not to my knowledge. Maybe some of may not to my knowledge. Um, like to my knowledge, in any of these instances, my daughter never mentioned, oh, like they're this religion, and that's why they're making fun of me for being a Christian. And I think she would have said that. Also, yeah, we just yeah. No, I mean, and I really didn't care so much about. I mean, I care, but I cared way more about the kicking. Is she okay? She's okay now that she's out of the school. Um, you know how every kid, I think, has, like, a light inside of them? Ella's light was starting to flicker out, and I saw that. I was raised in an abusive household. My dad was an alcoholic. I loved him. He was great to me, terrible to my mom, and, he died when I was 25, and, um, he moved me to a private school at Ella's age. I think this year, so it'd be year 8 for the UK and 7th grade for Americans. Just checking, we generally tend to not be bothered about people being religious in the UK. This surprised me. Yeah, I know. And we're not like the type of Christians that are like preachy Christians. I actually hate that. I freaking hate that. Like I don't talk about it very much at all. I have a few videos on my TikTok because I was asked about it, but I've never talked about it on here, I don't think. That's just not my style. And Ella's the same way. It's not like Ella was going around her school like holding a Bible and, preaching. She really was targeted, and the sad thing is the kids found out because one of her original friends made fun of her and kind of, I hate to say, expose that side of her, but that is what happened. Oh, thank you, Michael. I really appreciate it. If there's any feedback on what you want to see, that would be really helpful. I'm trying to really pick up the YouTube. I'm trying to talk my husband into some better equipment because I have a video that I want to release on Sunday, and uh, like the iPhone just isn't cutting it. But we're getting there. With the help of you all, we're getting there. Um, Ella seems like a lovely young lady, so sorry she had to deal with that nonsense. Oh, thank you. Yeah, she is, and she'll be okay. And it's just we're gonna focus. It's funny because I'm a linguist, but I don't. I'm an applied linguist, meaning like I studied word usage. That's what I'm getting my PhD in. And Ella, and I actually had this gift at a young age too. I wish I had. I wish I had pursued it. Ella has a gift with like foreign language. So we worked for hours on homeschool. Sorry, I'm trying to say my new shoes that I just got. Look, why I went girly, but like, look at that. Why? Why did I do this? So I'm walking very gingerly. Um, we're gonna focus on foreign languages. I need to sign her up for girls rugby. Has anyone on here played girls rugby, and what is that like? Can you tell me about it? Like for a 12-year-old? And then I'm sorry your daughter was treated that way. Kids can really be heartless and awful in groups. Left, you lost on your gallbladder post. I had just had it. Well, Sean, I'm sorry. I'm back in the saddle, literally, and starting to run, doing much better. Let's see. I mean, kids are kids, the way I don't hate any of these kids because they're 12, you know? And I was bullied 1 year in my whole life, and that was year 8, AKA 7th grade in the United States. Kids are hormonal, they're going through some changes in life, and I think in most cases, I would have made her persevere, but when things got physical and then the school couldn't protect her because I talked to the school, and then the same thing, like, happened 2 days later, that's when I was like, "My kid's not safe in your school," and that sucks. Hold on, y'all. We have our fresh milk. Let's see if they've come. Yep. Yay! Oh my gosh. Oh, they're delivering for Christmas early. I was like, "I didn't order that much." Alright, I'm gonna have to balance you all. Okay, if you have some English blood, is it possible you could stay in the UK for longer? Do you all want to go home sometime? Ian, great question. And Michael, great question. Ian, no, unfortunately. So my mom's side, her maiden name is Dabbs, and that's the English, very English side, like the cousins are still alive, English side of the family. And there were 5 brothers, and one went to they all fought on the British side of the Revolutionary War. Oh, thank you for the coffee. Thank you, Sam. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. I've never had that happen on here. Thank you. Thank you, Sam. I'm gonna remember you. And I'm gonna use that. Thank you. Anyways, they all fought. So there are five brothers, Dabs. That's my mom's side. Actually, y'all, I'm like yelling, and my neighbors are out here. I'm so loud, anyway. So let me carry you all inside, and I'll tell you the story. I'm carrying the milk and more. After the Revolutionary War, one brother immigrated to Arkansas, and he's actually buried like just a few blocks from my house in Arkansas. We live in the historic district in Arkansas. Thank you so much for that coffee, Sam. I'm like so jacked up about that. Thank you. Um, and he actually, I think this is kind of ironic, he became a very famous gun maker. Like his guns are in museums, but the rest of my family, they were before the war and maybe more. There's a book about my family. I've got to find it. Like that my family has put together. They're spectacle makers and they're bicycle makers, and they're all from Birmingham. So I've been told they were probably quite poor, given that, which I think they probably were. I did some research, and I want to say like the women's jobs were not. I don't think I'm of noble blood, unfortunately. I tried to make my case, to be in the royal box, but I don't think it went too well. Y'all gotta deal with the corniness in the morning. Okay. So yeah, I don't think I can stay in the UK longer. I would marry, but I'm married. So we'll just see what happens. Am I glitching? I know why. It's because I'm at my house. Here we go. Okay, so I liked Sam. Did it work? I'm new to this. I've never done this. Thank you so much. There we go. There. Okay. I liked it. What am I doing today? Well, this brings me to the end of the live. I've got to hop in the shower. My youngest daughter is going to breakfast with Santa at a pub where I'm going to meet a friend. Um, and then I actually have kind of my Christmas present. Sorry, y'all. I got to carry in all this milk. Give me 1 second. Woo. Okay. Wow, that was heavy. Okay. Look at Rosie with her thing. Um, I actually have cleaners coming today. That's like my Christmas gift because yeah, my family is not clean. And we have Jordan's sister, my sister-in-law is coming. She's on a plane right now from America. And she chose to spend Christmas with us. And I just think that's so special because Jordan's dad has cancer right now. And I'm really excited. Um, she gets here at like 3 or 3:30. So I've got to pick her up from Banbury. And then at 10:30, I'm gonna be at Bridge Street Pets in Wellsbourne, and that's because they have an event for the kids. Actually, I need to wake up Ella because I'm gonna make her come. Ella, get up! You're going with me. Get up! And they have reindeer, y'all. So if you're close to Wellsbourne, it's the best pet shop ever. If you have dogs and rabbits and birds and whatever you have, and it's 10% off today, so they're going to be getting their Christmas presents. And they have reindeer, and then they have free mulled wine and all the stuff, which I fell in love with mulled wine when I lived in Alaska, and I haven't had it since I left Alaska. And I've been held they're good friends of mine. So I'm gonna go there. I'll probably do some filming and all that. Um, I hope everyone has a great Christmas. And when do you officially have to go home to the USA? My visa is through like 2028. So I've got a while. But I really would like to switch over to a skilled worker visa and get back to work because I don't really like being a full-time student. Like I do better when I work mentally. So I really need to find like a skilled worker visa job. Okay, y'all, I'm running behind, but that's because I had so much fun with you. Thanks for making my live on YouTube really fun. Thank you for the coffee. Sam, thank you so much. I can't wait to tell Jordan. I'm gonna do this more. And if you have any tips and if you like know of any videos you specifically want to see, I'll try to film today. If you want to see where I'm headed, I'll try to maybe do some of that. No elves this year. Santa Claus didn't complete his elf and safety certificate. That's funny. Okay, y'all. Peace out. I gotta get in the shower. This was an awesome live. Thanks for being so interactive, and thank you, Sam, for the coffee. Thank you. Peace out.